U.S. Army is fast-tracking its next-generation M1E3 Abrams main battle tank, and it's moving faster than anyone expected. By the end of this year, a pre-prototype version is set to roll out, marking the beginning of a major shift in American armored warfare. The new Abrams isn't just an upgrade. It's a complete rethinking of how a tank should fight, survive, and connect on tomorrow's battlefield. The M1E3 will be lighter, hybrid-powered, far more fuel-efficient, and built with modular systems that allow future technology to drop right in. No major redesigns required. The goal is simple: make the world's most battle-proven tank ready for a new era of high-tech drone-saturated, fast-moving warfare. Now, this program wasn't supposed to happen so soon. Just a couple of years ago, the plan was to keep improving the existing M1A2 models. But in 2023, the Army made a bold decision: scrap the incremental upgrades and go all in on something completely new. General Dynamics Land Systems, the same company that built every Abrams since the 1980s, received the initial design contract to build the M1E3. At first, the timeline seemed distant. The first prototype wasn't expected until 2032. But when Army Chief of Staff General Randy George and his senior science and technology advisor, Dr. Alex Miller, visited the Detroit Arsenal, they weren't satisfied. They told the development team, "No, we need it faster." From that moment, everything changed. Miller challenged both the Army's Ground Combat Systems Office and General Dynamics to deliver a tank before the end of this year, and a platoon of them by the end of next year. That means 4 vehicles, all operational, built for testing with real soldiers. It's an ambitious target, but Miller made it clear: the Army is done waiting years for endless design reviews and red tape. If a process doesn't affect a soldier's safety, he said, it can be accelerated. The days of staring at the problem for 3 or 4 years are over, he emphasized, and it's happening. According to Miller, the first pre-prototype Abrams will be delivered in December. The paint will still be wet, he joked, meaning this first tank will be brand new, built as quickly as physically possible. This acceleration was made possible by one key shift: commercialization. Instead of designing every component from scratch, the Army turned to proven technology. Caterpillar is supplying the power plant, and Sapa will provide the transmission. This approach lets the Army focus on integration rather than reinvention. Now, let's talk about what makes this tank different. The M1E3 will use a hybrid power system, not fully electric, but a combination of electric and liquid fuel. This allows for major fuel savings without depending on battlefield charging infrastructure. According to early estimates, this setup will make the M1E3 roughly 40% more fuel efficient than current Abrams tanks. That's a huge leap in logistics and range. And wait, one of the Abrams' biggest issues is being tackled head-on. The Army's target for the M1E3 is around 60 tons, a major reduction from the nearly 78-ton combat weight of the latest M1A2 SCPV3 variant. Cutting nearly 20 tons while maintaining armor protection is a major engineering challenge. But it's key to making the new ABS more agile and easier to deploy globally. Weight creep has been a major issue for the Abrams family since the original version entered service in the 1980s. In terms of protection, the M1E3 will feature an Integrated Active Protection System, or APS, designed to intercept and destroy incoming threats like anti-tank guided missiles and rocket-propelled grenades. The Army already uses the Israeli Aid Trophy APS on some Abrams units, but the M1E3's version will likely be more advanced, optimized for weight, power, and drone defense. This is a direct response to lessons from Ukraine, where tanks have faced devastating attacks from drones and top-down strike munitions. To counter that, the Army is already developing add-on armor kits that protect against aerial attacks. Expect the M1E3 to include this kind of modular up-armoring as part of its baseline design. When it comes to firepower, the main gun could also see major changes. While the current Abrams uses a 12mm smoothbore cannon, the Army is evaluating the possibility of a larger or more advanced gun system for the M1E3. Even more significant, the tank may include an autoloader, a system that automatically loads shells, replacing the human loader. That might sound small, but it's revolutionary for U.S. tanks. An autoloader would reduce the crew from 4 to 3, shrinking the turret size and overall profile, making the tank lighter and harder to detect. General Dynamics also showcased a system at the ASA conference called PERCH, short for Precision Effects and Reconnaissance. Canister housed. This launcher can fire Switchblade 300 and 600 loitering munitions, small guided drones capable of surveillance or precision strikes. The system can be mounted on Abrams or even Stryker vehicles, giving tanks a new layer of capability. Beyond weapons, the M1E3 will come with upgraded sensors, targeting systems, and network communication suites, connecting it seamlessly with other Army platforms. The Army wants this tank to be part of an open modular architecture, meaning it can easily receive upgrades as new technologies emerge. From advanced AI-assisted targeting to drone swarm coordination in the future. Now, how close DISPER's pre-prototype will be to the final T-13 remains to be seen. General Dynamics already revealed a demonstrator in 2022 called Abrams Axe, which previewed many of these same technologies: a hybrid powertrain, reduced crew, AI systems, and advanced situational awareness. The M1E3 will likely draw heavily from that foundation. The Army's plan to field a platoon of pre-prototypes next year is about one thing: soldier feedback. They want real tank crews to test everything: how the autoloader works, how the new controls feel, how the vehicle performs in different terrains. That feedback will directly shape the final design, instead of waiting years for bureaucratic testing. At the same time, the Army's reconsidering what role heavy armor should play in future warfare. A 2023 Army SciencePort study concluded that tanks like the Abrams might not dominate the 2040s battlefield the way they did in the past. The U.S. Marine Corps has already retired its entire Abrams fleet in favor of more Mogul expeditionary units. Still, the Army believes there's a place for heavy armor, but it must evolve. The M1E3 is that evolution: faster, smarter, and more adaptable. As the first M1E3 prototype rolls out this December, it represents more than a new vehicle. It's a signal that America's tank force is entering a new era, one defined by hybrid power, active protection, digital integration, and real-time adaptation. The Abrams name has been synonymous with battlefield dominance for over 40 years now. For over 4 decades, the Abrams main battle tank has stood as a symbol of American military power. From the M1's debut in the early 1980s to the advanced M1A2 of September V3, each generation pushed the boundaries of protection, firepower, and mobility. But in 2024, a new era begins. The M1E3 Abrams, a revolutionary redesign built not just to upgrade, but to redefine what a modern tank should be in the digital battlefield of the future. From the M1A2 to the M1E3, why change was necessary? The U.S. Army recognized that the Abrams, while still formidable, was approaching the limits of its upgrade potential. The tank's heavy weight, exceeding 70 tons, limited mobility, fuel efficiency, and strategic flexibility. Moreover, modern threats such as loitering drones, top attack munitions, and electronic warfare demanded a new design philosophy. Thus, the M1E3 Abrams was born, not merely as an evolution, but as a complete transformation focused on agility, survivability, and integration with modern digital warfare systems. Unlike previous upgrades that added more armor and weight, the M1E3's core philosophy centers around optimization. Engineers are working to significantly reduce the tank's mass while improving its protection through modular armor systems and advanced composite materials. This new design emphasizes mobility and sustainability, ensuring the ABS can be rapidly deployed, consume less fuel, and operate longer in complex environments. The M1E3 is designed with future conflicts in mind. From open deserts to dense urban landscapes, where speed and adaptability are key, the M1E3 ABS introduces a cutting-edge modular armor system that allows units to swap and upgrade protection packages based on mission needs. Its armor includes composite layers, advanced ceramics, and reactive armor tiles designed to counter evolving anti-tank weapons. But physical armor is only part of its defense. The M1E3 is equipped with active protection systems, APS, capable of detecting, tracking, and intercepting incoming missiles and rockets before impact. Combined with 360-degree situational awareness sensors, thermal cameras, and AI-assisted threat detection, the M1E3 represents one of the most survivable tanks ever envisioned. The traditional Abrams has long been known for its gas turbine engine, powerful but fuel-hungry. The M1E3 seeks to change that by adopting a new hybrid powertrain concept aimed at improving efficiency while maintaining the raw power that defines the Abrams. This power system offers better acceleration, quieter operation, and reduced thermal signature, a crucial advantage on the modern battlefield where stealth and logistics matter as much as armor. With enhanced suspension systems and digital driving aids, the M1E3 is built to handle diverse terrains while keeping crew fatigue to a minimum. At the heart of the Abrams legacy is its unmatched firepower. The M1E3 retains the 120mm smoothbore cannon, but it's now paired with advanced fire control systems, AI-assisted targeting, and next-generation ammunition. New munitions, such as programmable air burst rounds and advanced kinetic penetrators, give the M1E3 the ability to neutralize a wide range of targets, from drones to heavily armored vehicles. Supporting this main weapon are coaxial and remote weapon stations, including potential integration of laser-based or drone defense systems in future variants. Every shot the M1E3 takes is calculated, precise, and lethal. The M1E3 Abrams is as much a computer as it is a tank. It integrates an open architecture digital system, allowing seamless communication with drones, infantry units, and command networks. This digital backbone enables real-time data sharing, battlefield visualization, and AI-assisted decision-making. In end-age cyber warfare and electronic jamming can decide battles. The M1E3's cybersecurity hardened systems ensure reliability under digital fire. Crews will benefit from augmented reality displays, automated target recognition, and AI-powered logistics diagnostics, making this tank a truly worked weapon of the future. The M1E3's interior has been completely redesigned with crew survivability and ergonomics at its core. The cabin offers improved visibility through digital displays and sensor fusion, replacing traditional periscopes with panoramic camera feeds. Automation has reduced crew workload, while advanced life support systems and digital interfaces make long missions more manageable. The result is a vehicle that not only fights smarter, but also protects its crew like never before. One of the M1E3's forward-thinking aspects is its focus on sustainability. Its hybrid propulsion system and modular components are designed to simplify maintenance and extend operational range. The tank can potentially support future electrification upgrades, aligning with the U.S. Army's long-term goal of reducing dependency on fossil fuels. In an era where logistics are often the deciding factor in prolonged conflicts, this efficiency could make the M1E3 a true game-changer. In 2024, the M1E3 Abrams entered its prototype development and testing phase under General Dynamics Land Systems. The U.S. Army aims to field the first operational units later in the decade, replacing older M1A2 models gradually. This process ensures that by the early 2030s, the Abrams fleet will be fully modernized, ready to meet peer adversaries in any theater of war. The M1E3 versus global rivals. The M1E3 will go head-to-head with tanks like Germany's Leopard 2 A8, South Korea's K2 Black Panther, and Russia's T-14 Armata. Each of these tanks boasts cutting-edge technology, but the Abrams' combination of battle-proven reliability, next-gen digital integration, and modular adaptability gives it a unique edge. The M1E3 represents not just superiority in firepower, but superiority in information warfare, mobility, and strategic versatility, factors increasingly vital in modern conflicts. The M1E3 Abrams isn't just an upgrade, it's a statement of intent. It shows that the U.S. Army is preparing not for the wars of yesterday, but for the unpredictable high-tech battles of tomorrow. With its hybrid engine, advanced armor, digital command systems, and AI-enhanced warfare capabilities, the M1E3 stands as a true symbol of American innovation and resilience. As the next generation of the Abrams family, it promises to keep the U.S. at the forefront of armored warfare, ensuring that wherever the future battlefield lies, the Abrams will continue to dominate it. General Dynamics awarded contract for next-generation Abrams M1E3 tank. General Dynamics Land Systems has secured a $150 million contract from the U.S. Army for the Abrams engineering program, which aims to deliver next-generation technologies for the M1E3 Abrams main battle tank. General Dynamics was the only bidder, and work will be carried out in Sterling Heights, Michigan. The project is expected to be completed by June 30, 2027, using fiscal year 2025 research, development, test, and evaluation funds. Back in 2023, the U.S. Army outlined its modernization plan for the Abrams, transitioning from the M1A2 SCP-V4 to the brand-new M1E3 platform. Designed to remain relevant well into the 2040s, the M1E3 will incorporate the best features of the M1A2 SCP-V4 while adopting a modular open systems architecture. This will allow faster and easier integration of future upgrades compared to existing platforms. According to the Army, this approach will result in a lighter, more survivable tank optimized for the modern battlefield. While production of the M1A2 SCP-3 continues at a reduced rate, the Army plans to transition fully to the M1E3 with many of its new technologies, is also being carried forward into the SCP-V4. Initial operational capability for the M1E3 is expected in the early 2030. Though that timeline could shift, an Abrams Light or a heavy M10 Booker, replacing the Army's current fleet of over 2,400 M1A1 and M1A2 tanks delivered since the 1980s, will be one of the largest industrial efforts of the next decade. In the initial M1E3 announcement, the Army emphasized mobility and agility, both critical on today's drone-saturated battlefield. The final weight of the M1E3 may fall somewhere between the 67-ton M1A2 and the now-canceled 40-ton M10 Booker light tank. Currently, the M1A2 Abrams uses the M256 120mm smoothbore gun, a U.S.-produced version of Rheinmetall's RH-120. Meanwhile, Rheinmetall has also developed a more powerful 140mm gun under Project Ascalon, part of Europe's next-gen tank program. Looking ahead, the M1E3 could feature innovations like hybrid electric drive, an optionally unmanned turret, and advanced active and passive protection systems, ushering in a new era of American armored warfare.